everyone, Cinema Buffs here, bringing you our review of Beauty and the Beast, the live-action remake. So, Dennis, I know you were a little wary about this film going into it. You weren't as excited about it as I was. So, I want to start with you. What did you think? Talk about what you liked.
Yeah, I was a little bit apprehensive about this one. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of these live-action remakes of the Disney animated classics, but I think that if they're remaking Beauty and the Beast, there is no sacred cow. There's nothing untouchable. They'll remake anything.
Yeah.
So had that going against the movie going in.
Yeah.
But honestly, the acting in this movie, top to bottom, was great.
Yeah.
I think that Emma Watson totally just carried this movie, and I think that she had a real great live-action interpretation of Belle. I think that she was very vulnerable, but also very strong and not afraid to be different, and to see the beauty in the Beast.
Yeah.
And I think that also all the side characters, all the voice acting between Ian McKellen and Ewan McGregor, that was all top-notch.
I agree, and I think that this offers... with Jungle Book, it was a live-action remake, but it was also animated still. It was still a computer-generated interpretation of it more so. And this was a chance for Disney to show a classic, and now you get to see Belle's facial reactions. And I think Emma Watson was perfect for her subtleties of who she is that you can't really show in animation. And I agree with you. I think top to bottom, this was so wonderfully casted with even Gaston. I wasn't really sure.
Yeah.
But
Luke Evans as Gaston stole the show.
Yeah, he totally did. And his sidekick...
LeFou.
LeFou, yeah. I love that casting of LeFou. I thought it was really, really well done. And once again, going into a live-action remake, it really you get to see the sets. At first I was like, is this just going to be a shot for shot? But it's pretty amazing what they orchestrated with all of this.
Yeah, they did a good job of recreating, but not remaking, once again, shot for shot.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that they did capture some of the spirit of the first one as well.
There was a lot of comedy interjected with this that kept with the modern times. It wasn't as dated as the comedy maybe from the original. There's lots of subtleties that adults can really like about this movie, comedy-wise. What about The Beast?
The Beast, I said it when the trailer came out that it looked really bad, really fake, just in comparison to the rest of the CGI in the movie, between Lumiere and Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, and Chip. I thought that CGI was really good on that, and the Beast it kind of took me out of it. I couldn't buy into it as a real character. I just think they could have done a better job with practical makeup, but they did CGI, and it wasn't convincing for me.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with you. I liked the Beast, though. I liked him, and I thought he was more charming than the animated version, actually, of him. I think he was very awkward. He was very awkward, and he was kind of charming in that sense where he didn't really know how to act, and I liked that, but there were times where if it was lacking in special effects, it was with The Beast.
We got a new director stepping in, Bill Condon. He's worked with Ian McKellen before, and he's got experience in musicals. What did you think of this take and music with it?
I mean, I like this take on Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was pretty close to the original. From what I remember, I saw it maybe 4 or 5 years ago, so it's not super fresh in my head, but I think it was, like I said before, it's just really cool that all these animated scenes that are so iconic and from your childhood are being recreated with such good costume design, such good set design. There wasn't, there's a lot of CGI, but still they utilized practical sets. It didn't ever look like a green screen or anything like that. I felt really felt there, the castle, the town, all of it just felt really real to me.
Yeah, it was, the sets themselves, yes, it was very organic. And yeah, they do recreate those moments from the original.
Yeah.
But I feel like at some point it just gets a little too self-aware of how they're recreating this iconic moment. When they show Belle wearing the yellow dress from the dance scene at the end, she might as well have been putting on the bat suit. The way that they're just building up to it and then the big reveal. I just thought that was just a little too much, a little too grandiose.
Okay, and what about the length of it? The original is about an hour and a half long. This one's about 2 hours and 5 minutes long. So they did add something to the story. Do you think it added to the film, or do you think it took away and maybe stretched it out a little too far?
I think it added to it more than it stretched it out. There was a little bit of a lull in this movie, but outside of that, I didn't really notice any pacing issues, and I did like what they added to it.
I did too.
Me personally, it's been at least 10 years since I've seen the original, but from what I do remember, I saw a lot of that, thought it recaptured, and if I watched the original again, I could probably pick out what they added in, but watching it, I just didn't know what they were adding in, but it felt organic.
Yeah, totally. And I think that what they added made you sympathize with Belle a little bit more. And I think for modern audiences, younger girls and things like that can really sympathize, and they really emphasize on her independence and how she's, it's okay to be different. You can like be a bookworm or be an outcast, because later on people are going to try to mimic you, and they actually touch on that really well. So I think what they added was awesome, but for me it was a touch long, and I wonder if it's attributing because I know what I'm about to get. So I'm like, all right, let's get to, I just wanted it sort of to keep going because I knew what was going to happen already. If it was a fresh story, maybe it wouldn't have felt a little long, but for me, a little bit long.
Buffs. All right, Nate, so we discussed the things that we liked and didn't like about the movie. Why don't you go ahead, put a number on it, and tell us your score.
Sure. Well, so far I've been very impressed with Disney's live action remakes. I think they're doing them justice, and they're doing them very well. And this one is no exception. There are a few things here and there that, pacing issues a little bit, special effects every now and then with the Beast, but other than that, I really enjoyed my time, and I'm gonna give it the same score I gave Jungle Book, and that's an 8.5. I liked Beauty and the Beast a lot.
Oh wow, that's a pretty high score.
What about you?
Like I said, this movie had a lot going against it walking in, I love the original so much, and it's just, I felt this one was kind of untouchable, so I was had a grudge going in, but I was surprised, and I was very entertained, and yeah, I do have some gripes about it, so I don't think I'm going to go as high as you. I'm going to give this one a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Buffs.
Alright, so that's our review of Beauty and the Beast. Did you see the movie? What did you think? What do you think about Disney remakes in general? Leave all your comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Always appreciate the support.
Yeah, that's right. And join us next week as we review the new remake of Power Rangers.
He's so excited.
I'm super pumped for this one.
I don't know why.
I am foolishly optimistic about this one. It could be terrible, but it could be great.
It could be great.
We'll find out next week, but until then, don't forget,
there's no place like the theater.
Hey there, Nate from Cinema Buffs. Did you like that video you just watched? Well, right here we have a couple videos we think you'll love. Also, if you click this icon right here, you can subscribe and become a Cinema Buff. You can catch all of our videos as they're released. So thanks again for watching, and remember, there's no place like the theater.